for the reason they stated, if it gets in the hands of Chambers, he doesn't have the attorney-client privilege with the underwear bomber because he's only standby attorney. The attorney-client privilege blocks all information between the two getting in the hands of third parties. So what they're saying is, if we give this information to Chambers, other people can get it, like passengers, and they can sue based on this evidence. And, we're worried about this, so we don't think Chambers should have any of this evidence. And the judge actually agreed. So the decision was that the evidence would only be given to the underwear bomber. This is the evidence given to his prior fire attorneys. They would have to turn over their evidence and the prosecution's evidence only to the underwear bomber, and he would get to decide what he would give to Chambers only. And Chambers would be blocked from all the other evidence. Very interesting, I think anyway, why the government would go to these lengths. Obviously, I think they're trying to protect themselves from a civil lawsuit from the passengers.
Can I,
Yeah.
because I'm not a lawyer here, but
Yes.
I would imagine if the government was going to try to arrest me and throw me in jail, I don't know why they would let me have the evidence and be in charge of who gets to look at it.
The prosecution has to
I'm unrepresented?
the prosecution has to turn over all their evidence to the defense.
Okay.
But the interesting point is here is that they set up a hearing specifically to block it being given to the standby attorney. So I hope you're following me. If he had a regular attorney, there wouldn't be an issue because the attorney-client privilege applies and nobody else can get any communications or evidence between the two. But if the government turned over their evidence to the standby attorney, who's not the real attorney, other people could subpoena and get it, like myself, and I would have immediately.
Oh, sure you would.
And use to sue the government if it shows exactly what I'm telling you, and I'm certain it does. Does that clear it up?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right,
Okay.
Hold on. Does anybody else have questions? Have you written questions down? Yep. Whenever you write a question down, just bring it up to me, okay? All right. Oh gosh, I hope I can read this. All right, but you go ahead. Now you talk. I'm just going to.
Okay. Am I running over time?
No. We got till 8. They're going to kick us out at 8:30. I was thinking if you even talk to us for 15 minutes, I'd be excited. But this is awesome. So you just keep talking. You keep talking.
I contacted standby attorney Chambers on 2 occasions. I wanted to make sure he knew who I was because I saw this article in the paper that said the government's trying to block evidence from him getting the evidence. So I contacted him and I said, hey, I want to make sure you know who I am. I'm an eyewitness. I'm an attorney. I think I can help your case. And he called me. He called me back right away. Within 30 minutes of me, I sent him a fax. Within 30 minutes, he called me. And we talked about this a little bit. And what he told me was the prosecution is desperate to have this case just go away. They're willing to settle for any type of plea deal. They just want it to go away. They're even offering lenient plea deals just to get rid of this. They do not want it to go to trial at all. Now, why would that be if this is such a clear-cut terrorist case with 300 witnesses as to who did this? Again, I'm just giving you something to think about for a second. But I talked to Chambers another time, and we agreed to set up a meeting to discuss the case in a little more depth. And we haven't done that yet. I don't know if he's just busy or what's going on, but we haven't done that yet. And then I went to, like I said a few minutes ago, I went to the hearing in January, and it was also interesting because Judge Edmonds, for 20 minutes, got into an argument with the underwear bomber, trying to tell him he needs to have an attorney. And the underwear bomber kept saying, no, I'm going to represent myself, I'm fine, I can do it myself. And this went on back and forth for 20 minutes. And it ended with the underwear bomber saying he just needs more time to read up on how to be his own attorney. And he asked for his trial to be delayed into 2012, which is very strange from someone being held since Christmas Day 2009 with a free attorney. After the hearing, Lori and I were the only passengers there, and we were swarmed by the media again, and we did interviews with 6 or 7 TV stations, I told them, as we started the interview, I said, I'm not sure you're going to want to report what I have to say, and I don't think any of you will actually report it. I told them that. And they all interviewed me still, both of us actually, for about 15 minutes. And I was shocked when Fox TV here in Detroit actually played the interview on live TV, because it was the first mainstream media we had appeared on in about a year.